somebody to come out here and get Dollar out of the ring before he's maimed.
Well, Dan, don't get too excited. I tell you what, Dollar is half beat to death here, right here on television, and I'm surprised the cameras hadn't cut off due to violence. But hey, let's just get away from this situation is what I say. I tell you what, I've seen enough as the one-man gang is making his exit. Fans, we'll be back on American Pro Wrestling.
Hello, wrestling fans. I'm Chief Jay Eagle. Welcome to another edition of the Eagle's Nest. We're here today talking with the fans. That's right, the fans of APW. And we just want to find out, who's your favorite wrestler, ma'am?
Jeff Steve.
Oh, who you like the least?
Sonny.
Sonny Stone. Who you like?
Hitman.
Where you from?
Gaffney.
Okay, who you don't like?
Combs.
McCombs. That'd be Gentleman James McCombs. Who you like, baby?
You.
Me. Who you like?
McCombs.
McCombs. What's your name, buddy?
Dustin.
Who you like, Dustin?
Matt Truck.
Who you don't like?
Sonny Stone.
Sonny Stone. Who you like?
You, of course.
Who you don't like?
Jeff C. Bailey.
Jeff G. Bailey.
Jeff C. Bailey.
Jeff G. Bailey. What's your name, baby? Okay, she ain't gonna talk to us. How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Joe Gilbert.
Welcome to American Pro Wrestling. Who you like, Joe Gilbert?
All of you.
He likes all of them. Who you don't like?
The gang.
The gang. That's a good one right there. Okay. What's your name, ma'am?
Joe Lane.
Jolene. Who you like?
One Man Gang.
She likes one-man gang. Who you don't like, Jolene?
I don't know. I know.
Okay. Okay, now, I know who this gang likes. Who you like, boy?
One-man gang.
Who you don't like?
Sonny Stone.
Sonny Stone. Well, you're rid of him. Hey, baby, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to American Pro Wrestling. You're my favorite wrestler. I'm his favorite wrestler. Who you don't like?
James McCombs.
James McCombs. What's your name, baby?
Summer.
Who you like, Summer?
Crush.
She likes Crush. Who you don't like? That's a hard one for her. How about it, guys? Who you like?
Rusty Reynolds.
He likes Rusty Riddle. Who you don't like?
Hitman Hunter.
Hitman Hunter. That's a nothing for the books right there. Let's get a couple of more. Hey, baby, who you like?
Backstreet.
She likes Backstreet. That's a nothing for Backstreet. Who you don't like?
Jeff G. Bailey.
Jeff G. Bailey. That's down with Jeff G. Bailey. Friends, this is Jay Eagle. This is Eagle's Nest, and we'll see you next week.
Fans, have you heard about Jay Eagle's greatest hits? Well, now you can have them on video cassette. You can get Jay Eagle versus Matt Hardy, IWA versus Matt Hardy, the Hardy Boys, Jay Eagle versus Wahoo McDaniel.
Tell them about Ricky Board.
Jay Eagle, this is not your time. Shh. Jay Eagle versus Wahoo McDaniel, Jay Eagle versus Ivan
Tell them
Koloff.
about the hammer.
Look, I told you to be quiet. Jay Eagle versus Jimmy Garvin, Nature Boy, Buddy Landale, Greag
Tell 'em
the
about
Hammer
the Boogie Woogie
Valentine. Look, do you want to go to the dressing room? Greag the Hammer Valentine, Sam Houston, Jay Eagle versus Rock and Roll Ricky Morton. For 23 years of pro wrestling, you can get now in your own home. Jay Eagle versus Ricky Noble, Bobby Rose, 3 hours of action. Jay Eagle versus the Mad Dog. Jay Eagle versus Magnum TA and the Beastmasters. Jay Eagle versus Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant, One Man Gang, and Tommy Wildfire Rich. Shh. You can send only $15 to Jay Eagle's Greatest Hits, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina 29305. Send check or money order. You'll get Indian strap matches, cage matches.
Tell them about the match on the water.
Are you going to do this? Jay Eagle versus Manny Fernandez, the Bull. Jay Eagle versus Buzz Tyler with Baby Doll.
Patriot up. Tell him. Go ahead.
Jay Eagle versus the fantastic Bobby Fulton, the Patriot Dale Wilkes, Chris Hamrick.
Tell him when I slam Big Blader. Tell him.
I'm not going to tell you, but one more time. Eagle and Wahoo versus Ivan and Nikita Koloff, Chick Donovan, Nikolai Volkov, Slam Vader, Tez Watley, Jay Eagle versus
Tell them what I done to the Macho Man. Tell them.
Demolition Axe, Eagle versus the Rattlesnake, Jay Eagle versus Macho Man Randy Savage. You can get all of these on video cassette tapes now for only $15. Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29305.
Jeff G. Bailey for APW Classics. What you just witnessed is one of my all-time favorite matches in APW history. The legendary one-man gang, the original punk slapper, coming in to take care of business for me. And the man that he got first was Johnny Dollar. And I know everybody watching that match is wondering, whatever happened to Johnny Dollar after that beating he took from one-man gang? Well, word has it he had a heart attack and is no longer in professional wrestling. That's the kind of man the one-man gang is. He's a legend in this business, and he was right here in APW taking care of my personal business by destroying people. And coming up next, we've got another classic. We've got the Indians with Attitude, Chief Jay Eagle and Johnny Eagle, against two legends of professional wrestling, Demolition Axe and Greag Valentine. Jay, I know this is probably one of your favorite matches of all time.
You know, Jeff, the people at APW did everything they could do to get the titles off me and Johnny. The IWA's rule in this next match with the Big Hammer and Demolition Axe, we're going to show you why we was the tag team champions and we only lost them when we wanted to.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Coming up next, Demolition Axe and Greag the Hammer Valentine against the Indians with Attitude. Entering the arena, they are the challengers. From Atlanta, Georgia, make welcome Axe from Demolition and Greag the Hammer
we have this week. Greag the Hammer Valentine and Axe of Demolition up against the IWA for the ACW Tag Team Championship. Well, I guarantee you one thing, Keith. Greag the Hammer Valentine along with Demolition Axe definitely has more experience than the IWA, but you got to remember one thing. IWA is carrying the gold, and they're not. You're exactly right, Chance. The Hammer and Axe, hey, they're going to have to beat the IWA. The IWA doesn't have to beat them. Keith, once we agree on something, that's almost scary, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Jay Eagle is the veteran of the IWA group. Across the ring stands the two veterans known as Demolition Axe and Greag the Hammer Valentine making their way in the ACW area. And I can't wait to call this one. Johnny Eagle, he's no pushover. One half of the ACW Tag Team Champions. Boy, what a matchup. What a great main event this week, fans. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Let me tell you something, Keith. Right now, these fans are looking at the IWA like they're underdogs. You got to remember one thing. They're carrying the gold. They're carrying the strap, so to speak. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Remember, the veteran duo is going to have to defeat them 1, 2, 3 in order to capture the gold here in ACW. You're exactly right, Chance. We're going to see if experience or what kind of experience comes out on top. Whether it's just being simply a veteran or maybe ruling the IWA